Today I will be solving the AMC 8 1986 questions 1 to 5. Question 1 reads, in July 1961, 366 inches of rain fell in India. What was the average rainfall in inches per hour during that month? So we're looking for average rainfall in inches per hour. So in order to convert, we would need to know the total, which will be divided by the number of days, which in July it is 31 days, multiplied by, since it's in hours, 24 hours, because there's 24 hours in one day. And the answer that gives us this is A. Question 2 reads, which of the following numbers has the largest reciprocal? Reciprocal is just, you just flip the number around. So 1/3 becomes 3, 2/5 becomes 5/2 or 2.5. 1 is still 1, 5 becomes 1/5. Sorry. 1986 becomes 1 over 1986. We can see that the largest number here is 3. The smallest sum one could get by adding 3 different numbers from the set 7, 25, -1, 12, -3 is. So if we want to find the smallest sum, we just take the smallest values and just add them, which in this case are -1, -3, and 7, and -1 minus 3, 1 plus -3 plus 7 gives us 3. The product 1.8 times 40.3 plus 0.07 is closest to. So this big part here, the 40 and the 0.07 is equal to 40.37, which is approximately 40.4, which we can then take to multiply by 1.8. 40.4 times 1.8 is equal to 2, 3, 2, 3, 32, 0, 4, 0, 4, added together, 2, 7, 2, 7. I might have did something wrong, but it's close to 74. Another way you can figure this out is that you know that 2 times 40.4 times 2 is equal to, you can do this in your head, is equal to 80.8, right? But then you know that it's not 80.8, so it can't be this or that, because you're not multiplying by 2, you're multiplying something that's less than 2. That means that your answer is going to be something less than 80.8, and it can't be 42 or 7, so you can guess that it's 74. A contest began at noon one day and ended 1,000 minutes later. What time did the contest end? Noon is 12 p.m. and it ended 1,000 minutes later. So we want to figure out how many hours was in this 1,000 minutes. So in order to do that, we must divide the 1,000 hours by 60, because there's 60 minutes in an hour. 60 goes into 100 once, minus 60. Drop down to 0, becomes 400. 60 goes into 400 6 times. 6 times 60 is 360. We can see that this is a non-ending decimal. And then this becomes, because if you drag down there is 0, becomes 400, and then this 6 just keeps repeating. So we can see that there is 16.6 repeating hours. We want to rewrite this into a fraction to make our lives easier. It is equal to 16 and 2/3 because 2/3 is equal to 6 repeating, 0.6 repeating. And 16 hours plus added on to 12 p.m. First, we can take off 12 hours, which is easy. So it becomes 12 a.m. So now there's 4 hours, 4 hours and 2/3, 4 and 2/3 hours left. So then 4 hours added on to 12 a.m. is equal to 4 a.m. 2/3 of an and how do we find 2/3 of an hour? So we can take the 2/3 of 1 hour, multiply by 60, so we convert back into minutes. The 3 and the 6, 60 turn into, this cancels out. 2 times 20 is equal to 40, and then that means that there's 40 minutes into 2/3 of an hour. We add it all up, we get 4:40 a.m., which is when the contest ended.